Many people who have scarcity mindset are not always aware of it. And a lot of people who are aware of it, they're struggling to change it because very often they try to find solution on the surface, but they don't dig deeper to find the real underlying issue. Because scarcity mindset are very often caused not by our beliefs, our mindset, situation that we have in our life, not just by our reality. Very often the real reason is in our energy system. Some imbalances or blockage or anything else that doesn't let our root chakra to function in balance and in harmony. And in this video I would like to talk with you about scarcity mindset, how it can manifest in your life, sometimes in the ways that are not obvious at all, and the best ways and tips that you can use in order to change your scarcity mindset and to balance your root chakra. As someone who had, let's call it, issues with root chakra since childhood, since I remember myself, I have quite a lot of experience on working on it, balancing it. And the most valuable thing is that I saw how working on the root chakra then changes something in my mindset and the way I feel, and later how it also helps me to change something in my life and in circumstances that I have. The first and the main thing to do in order to change this mindset, in order to feel better and to stop feeling this scarcity and this lack, is to admit that you really have this issue. To admit, yeah, maybe I have scarcity mindset and it creates certain problems in my life. Once we admit it, we're aware about it, we're aware about how it works, how it manifests, what it creates in our life, then we can start working on it and changing it. To help you with the step, I will give you some examples of how scarcity mindset can manifest in your life. The first one is a possessive behavior, accumulating of things, accumulating of wealth, always preparing for some period or some time when you will not have enough, not believing that you will have enough, and that's why having this fear kind of pushes you not to have only what you really need, not to use what you have, but to accumulate, to prepare, and no matter how much things or no matter how much money you're getting, you never feel that this is enough. You think about those problems that you can maybe lose what you have, lose your income, lose your savings. You're afraid maybe of some crisis or situation that can happen in the world. So it's difficult for you to recognize and to appreciate the resources that you already have because of this constant fear of losing, or that at some point it will not be enough. But it can also manifest in a completely opposite way, but it still will be the same inner issue, the same inner problem. When people are spending everything they have, they start taking loans, they're in debt. This happens for a bit different reason. You also feel this lack, that is something is not enough. You always need something and it's kind of urgent, or you want something so much, even there is not enough money for this. But for you it's so difficult to feel this feeling of lack, this feeling of not enough. It's so difficult to admit and to face this feeling that you're trying to compensate by getting what you want or what you need as quickly as possible, even maybe you can't really afford it now. The third way how it can manifest is when you have fear-based behavior. You cling too much to something, you're afraid to lose something so badly that you don't take some opportunities at some risk that can help you maybe to grow, to get some new achievements, maybe make more money, more abundance, more success, but you don't take these opportunities, you don't take these risks because your actions, your choices are determined by this fear of losing what you already have. The fourth symptom is issues with self-worth. When you have a feeling, I'm not enough, I can't do it, I can't achieve it, it's not possible for me, something is wrong with me, I'm missing something that is needed to have what I want. And another way how problems with self-worth you can experience is this feeling that I don't deserve something. I don't deserve abundance, I don't deserve this kind of life that I want, also that I don't deserve certain relationship, anything. It's not only about money, not only about material possessions, it's about anything that you want to have, but somewhere in your subconscious there is a strong belief of not being enough and that you don't deserve it. This one is very difficult to spot. You can easily spot the feeling of I'm not enough, but it's more difficult to spot this strong belief about that I don't deserve something. And another way how it can manifest is difficulty in trusting. When you don't believe in yourself, when you don't believe in other people, when you don't believe in higher power, the universe, the God, the creator, no matter how you call it, there is no trust that you are capable of solving the problems, getting what you really need, getting what you want, and feeling that you have enough. There is also no trust in others, and you can feel it in the way you have some fear of other people, that they want to use you, that they want to scam you in some way, that they want to take something from you, that you feel them as a threat, as someone that wants to take something from you, to use you in some way. And instead of getting kind of win-win relationship and win-win situations, you always feel that it's not enough for everyone. If they have it, I don't have it. If I have it, they don't have it. And the other level of trust is trust in the higher power. It depends on your beliefs, on your religion, how you see the world, what is your faith. But when you have some faith in some higher power, that not everything depends only on our actions here. There is something bigger. And if you trust this higher power, then for you it's easier to feel safe. It's easier to let go of some anxieties or some fears of future that you may have. If you see that you have any of these problems or issues, the good news, it's possible to change it. And as I mentioned in the beginning, you can start to work on this from your root chakra, from balancing your energies, because once you're able to balance the energies, to remove certain blockages that you may have here, your mindset will be much easier to change. If you start instead on trying to fix the feeling of lack, the feeling of scarcity by changing your circumstances in your life, you will notice it never works. Maybe you can solve it in some way, get a better job, get more money, but then something else happens and you still don't feel that it's enough. Maybe you start feeling lack in terms of relationship. You can't find a partner, you don't feel enough of love. Maybe you start feeling that you don't have enough of health or enough of time to do what you want. If you didn't solve the real reason that creates the feeling of not enough, even you change something on the surface in your life, it will manifest in different area of your life, in different situations and different circumstances. But here I want to share with you 6 different tips that can help you to fix the real underlying issue and to help to balance your root chakra and to help also to change your mindset. Instead of just trying to fix something on the surface, continue having this feeling of not enough. The first tip is to engage in grounding practice. Everything that helps us to ground helps us to balance our root chakra. Probably you heard a lot about the things that you can do, like being in nature, working barefoot, maybe gardening and do some other things that connect you to nature in some way. All the things really helping if you do them. So don't discard this option just because it's so obvious and you heard about it enough. The second tip is, of course, to do root chakra meditation. And you don't even need to find some specific guided meditation. Sometimes it's just enough to put your attention in the area of root chakra. Root chakra, probably, as you know, located at the base of our spine. Usually people like to use the visualization of red color there. You can do it in a way how it feels better for you, but the main thing is to keep your attention in the root chakra and to catch all the sensations, all the feeling that you have there, and continue doing it for as much as you can every day. Even if you spend 10-15 minutes doing this, but every day, it will give you result. You will start noticing some changes, not only in how you feel your root chakra, but in your state overall. And the other way how you can use meditation for balancing root chakra is just the simple meditation practice when you're trying to be as present as possible, focusing on all your senses. What you hear, what you feel, what you see, by bringing your attention to the present moment, to your body, to all the sensation, instead of thinking. This one is very simple, but in my experience, this simple practice is one of the most powerful to really change your state, to really balance your root chakra, to start feeling differently, better. And just don't underestimate it for its simplicity. It works if you do it regularly, if you really do it, not just try it once and that's all. The third tip is to use affirmations for root chakra, for grounding, for feelings of safety, security, abundance. I have an article on my website with a list of affirmations specifically designed for the root chakra. I will put the link in the description, so if you're interested, you can try them. And the fifth tip is more for working on your mindset, but still on the same topic. It's journal and self-reflection. You can use journaling to find your limiting beliefs that contribute to the scarcity mindset. You can find a way to challenge them, to change them, to create new ones that will serve you better. Also, while you journal, you may start asking yourself a question about when was the first time when you felt in this way, and maybe some memories from your childhood will come up, and this can help you to find out the situation that created you certain fears and certain beliefs when you were a child, when you couldn't survive by yourself, when you always needed a help of parents or some other adult to provide for your needs. And when you were in a situation when your needs were not met, you can find them. You can find how this fear was created in the first place. And once you found it, you can go to the next tip, which is healing your childhood traumas. And for me, working on my childhood traumas that's created this scarcity mindset that created certain behavioral patterns for me, certain beliefs, this was something that gave me the biggest changes in my life. It's always like this. When you find and change the root, the real cause of the issue, then everything else becomes much easier. First, you heal this trauma. You release this energy block that you have in your root chakra, and then changing your belief, changing your minds, and creating new habits and changing your life becomes much, much more easier. The last tip that I wanted to share with you is practicing gratitude. And this is also very simple but really powerful, because when we practice gratitude, for example, by writing gratitude journal, we learn our mind to focus on what we already have, on what we like in our life, what we appreciate. And the more we do it, the more we come into the state of having something that we like, having something that we appreciate, the feeling of having enough. The other way you can do it, maybe not just like gratitude, but what I have enough in my life. Maybe you have enough health to have a good life. Maybe you have enough close friends. Maybe you have enough time, or maybe you have something else that you feel is enough. And you can maybe you have enough food, even this thing. Try to find what in your life you can say that you have enough of this. Once you start searching, you can find more and more something. This could be something very simple, and then you can go to maybe some bigger things. I have a lot of information on my website, information about healing childhood traumas, information about journaling also for root chakra, and affirmations for root chakra. I have an article and I have a video about gratitude and how you can practice it. So anything you need, you can just find on my website. I will leave the link below in the description. And once you start feeling better, once you start feeling that you have enough, you feel more safe, more secure, more stable, you have less anxiety, less fears about the future, less clinging to what you have, less expectation of what other people should do for you. And this moment, it becomes the best moment to start manifesting your goals and dreams in your life. And if you want to know how to do it, you can check my video about manifestation.